guys, a really quick intro. First of all, welcome to my channel. I'm Jaleisha. If you didn't know, subscribe. This is going to be a quick intro because my camera is dying. I'm creating this really cool, colorful halo cut crease. I'm loving it. I used this Colourpop Telepathy eyeshadow recently on one of my prom clients, and I fell in love all over again, and I was like, I need to incorporate this shade into a look. So here we are. It's a bunch of pink, oranges, and purples with that pop of green. I just did a look not too long ago with pop of green, but here we are again. And I bought back some pink lips. I used to wear pink lips all the time in high school, so this is sort of like a throwback for me. But I hope you guys really enjoyed this look. Subscribe if you aren't. Let me know what you guys want to see from me in future videos. If you want to see how I got this look, then definitely keep watching. Okay guys, so jumping into the look, I am going to be using the Morphe 35B palette for majority of this look. Just a heads up, I don't remember all the brushes I use and the specific colors, but I will list everything in the description box. But like I said, I'm jumping into the Morphe 35B palette, and I initially started off with a wet base, so I did not set my concealer. I know that's like the trend because you get a more pigmented look, so I wanted to give it a try. So I started off with the darkest shade first, which was that deep purple shade, and y'all, it was a hot mess. Like, this look literally failed. Like, everything just went wrong. The colors, like I said, the wet base allowed it to be super pigmented. However, the blending was not it. It was a hot mess to blend out, and the higher, like the more I blended, the higher the look got. So I had to start over because I have hooded lids and my eyes are very small, so doing this technique was not doing my eye shape any justice. If you have a bigger eye space to work with, this technique may work for you. However, it was not it for me, sis, okay? So I actually wiped off the look because, yeah. This time we're serious, so I'm going into this coral peachy shade, and I'm going to apply that to my transition area. This time I did set my eye base because, like I said, it wasn't blending initially with the wet base. I wanted to add that, like, those clips into the video just to show you guys like my process, how I messed up, and I just wanted to keep it in there to keep everything like genuine and realistic, to let y'all know like it ain't easy. But I just applied that to my transition and crease area, and blended that out. I'm making sure that I apply the color to the inner and outer corners, and then blending it into the center of the crease because we're doing a halo eye. Next, I'm going to go into this orange shade, and I'm applying a more denser, fluffier brush, and I'm applying that right underneath that shade, the first shade, and we're just going to blend that into the coral shade. The trick is just to start off with the lightest shade and then slowly get darker and darker. Doing the purple shade first was not it for me because I'm really not used to blending out such harsh colors first. I always start off with the lighter shade first. Now that the orange and peach shades are down, we're going to go into the pink shade. This is my favorite neon pink. Like, it's so pigmented. So I'm starting off building that into the outer corner and then the inner corner, and blend it into the middle, the crease. So that's my technique. I literally do this technique for every single eye look, whether it's halo or not, because I feel like it blends out the easiest for me in my eye shape. Okay, so I'm about to go in with the purple shade. I didn't show the shade, but this is a shade from the beginning, the darkish purple shade out the palette. And I'm applying that to my inner outer corner as well. As you guys can see, it's not as pigmented as it was with the wet base, but we'll just have to build up the color. That's like the downside of using a set base, because you just have to work a little harder to apply it. But on the flip side, if you're using a wet base, you have to work harder to blend it out. For this halo eye, I wanted to do more of a cut crease halo eye, so I am applying some concealer, and I'm using a lip brush to cut my crease. You can use a bigger flat brush, but again, my eyes are small, so I use what brushes work for me, and I find that the lip brushes work best to cut my crease. So I'm applying some concealer, and the trick is to look up when you're applying it so that way you can see how high you need to cut it. and you definitely want to take your time with this step. I did go in with another clean brush to blend out the edges of the concealer just to make sure everything fades nicely. And then I don't know why, but I ended up adding a little more purple to the inner and outer corner. I would suggest to do this after you apply the lid shade, or it can become patchy like you see right now. But besides that, I'm going to go into the lid shade, which is the star of the show. This is Telepathy from Colourpop. I believe this was a part of a Kathleen Lights collection like way back. This shadow is so old, I probably shouldn't be using it. But I'm just applying that to the center with a flat brush. It's a flat synthetic brush. You can also use your fingers. Colourpop shadows work really well with your fingers, but the synthetic brush works well also. And I'm just taking my time, making sure I apply it as close to the crease as possible without getting it into the matte shades. And to blend out the lid shade, I did go in, I think I actually mixed the black and purple shade out of the Morphe palette, just to add some depth to the look. And then I also went back in with the purple to blend it all out so it doesn't look super harsh. After that, I'm just going to go ahead and do my other eye on camera. I'm literally doing the same exact technique, cutting the crease, applying the lid shade, blending out the shadows in the crease, all of that stuff. Like I said, when you're cutting the crease, you really want to take your time with that step. To add a little bit more brightness, I did go in with the Trolls and MAC, I think this is the Chartreuse pigment. I just wanted to brighten up the look just a little. On camera you can't really tell the difference, but in person you do see that the center of the halo is a little bit more vibrant. But yeah, that step isn't necessary, but I had the pigment and I wanted to use it. And then I'm just going to clean up all the fallout from the shadows. This is actually why I did my eyes first. I typically don't do my eyes first. I always do my face, but I knew that I was going to have a lot of fallout, so I wanted to work with a clean face. These are the eyes complete, and now that that's done, I'm going to go ahead and onto the face. So my face is complete. I'm going to go back to the eyes. I'm going to use the Urban Decay Black Velvet 24/7 Velvet Eyeliner. Such a long name, oh my gosh. But I'm going to put that into my waterline and slightly into my lashes as well. And then I'm going to go in with some black shadow. I think I used the black shadow from the Morphe palette as well. And a small little definer brush to set that eyeliner and smudge it out just a little. To smoke it out a little bit more, I'm going to go into the purple shade as well, and then I'm also going to add the pink shade to add some color but still keeping it a little grunge. You know, I love my grunge. For the inner corner, I'm using these two, they're like a satin shade, it's like a purple and a pink, and I want to highlight my inner corner with that. I don't believe I wet my brush. You can totally wet your brush for the shadows to show up a little bit more pigmented, but I thought this would be like a fun pop of color. My eyebrows were missing the entire video, so I'm going to lightly fill in my eyebrows, and then after that I'm going to dust off this powder and move on to the face. So after I dust off my powder, I do apply some face powder just to make sure I'm not looking crazy and ashy and all of the above. And then I'm going to apply some setting spray. I'm using the Urban Decay Deslick setting spray. I honestly use setting spray so my face doesn't look cakey. For highlighter, I'm going to use my, what is this? Tarte and Makeupshayla Tarteist contour palette. And I use the lighter shade in the palette. This is like my go-to palette for contour, blush, highlight. Like I use this on an everyday basis. And I'm just applying that to my cheekbones, to the tip of my nose, and I also went out on a limb here and applied it to my cupid's bow because I never do that. For blush, I'm using my MAC Breath of Plum blush and applying that to the apples of my cheeks and blending it into my highlight and contour so that everything is seamless. For lips, I use, I don't remember which liner this is. I believe that's Club Hopper by NYX. And I just line my lips. Like I said, I will leave everything in the description box because I'm honestly not sure, but I believe this is Club Hopper. And then I went in with J Matte lipstick. It's a lipstick from a beauty supply store, so it's just a soft pink lipstick, and I'm blending that in to the liner. And then to add a bit more pink, I'm going to use the YSL, I believe this is number 7 lipstick. It smells so good, y'all. Like, it smells like lemonade, like so good. I can eat it. But I'm applying that really lightly because this lipstick can get real light real fast. But this is the finished look. I really hope you guys enjoyed, learned something. Like I said in the beginning, subscribe if you aren't. Other than that, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.